Welcome back to the Means Report. We are always grateful to Jeff Fehrman for his commentary. He has some wonderful financial advice, and in these tough times, that is all the more valuable. Jeff Fehrman now with his update.
Great to be back with you guys today. I thought we'd start out today with borrowing a page from Dave Ramsey. Our team is actually an endorsed local provider for Dave Ramsey's group, and I thought we'd talk about Dave's 7 steps, kind of his steps to financial freedom. And really the first 3 are not even investing steps, but they're kind of getting ready to invest. And then the last 4 are more investment specific. So let's start with the first 3. Our first step that Dave talks about is basically saving $1,000 for your emergency fund. And I couldn't agree more that we got to have money in an emergency fund. Why is that so crucial? And Dave calls it Murphy Law repellent, and Murphy Law being something going to go wrong, it will. And this is so true that if you don't have any cash in the bank, the air conditioner is going to die, the car is going to have a flat tire, but if we have some cash saved, we have emergency money. Next step after the emergency fund is paying off debt. Now all debt, we really want to focus in this step 2, not all debt, thinking about your house and big items, but really debt, unsecured debt, your credit card debt, if you owe a local store, those kind of short-term debt. And the reason that's so important is because the interest rates tend to be really high on that type of debt. So we want to knock those out in order. You may have a couple different things you need to look at. Again, the ordering of them, you might want to talk to your financial advisor about. Step 3 is taking step 1 to a little more extreme. We're moving past the $1,000, past the paying off debt, and now we want to save 3 to 6 months of expenses. So we just look at our budget. If we have a stable income, we probably can go with 3 months of expenses. If we have an extremely varied income, we may want more like 6 months because we don't know when our income comes in. So if you're a real estate agent where your income varies a lot, you may lean towards that 5 or 6 months. If you're a teacher or somebody that has a consistent income, 3 months might be plenty. So we get these 3 steps done, we'd move to the latter steps, which really where the investment piece comes in. Next step would be investing a target of 15% of your income in Roth IRAs, pre-tax retirement, 401k, 403b. How do we determine which of these items we need to look at? Well, again, our firm as financial advisors can help you determine that. A lot of times it's as easy as what's available. If you work for a small company, you may not have a 401k, so you may have to do an IRA or a Roth IRA. So it's really just determining what's going to work for you. After the retirement or pre-tax retirement, we want to look at college funding. So if you have kids, look at college funding for the kids, maybe even helping the grandkids if you're at that stage of life. Next, paying off your house early. Right now, interest rates are really, really low, so one could make a concerted effort of why you wouldn't want to do that. But in my opinion, the reason you pay off the house early is really peace of mind. If you have your house paid for, it frees up a lot of cash flow each and every month. And psychologically, I find people that have their home paid for just have easier peace of mind. You just feel better about, hey, I'm going to have somewhere to live even if my income slows down a little bit. So it gives us freedom once we get that house paid off to really look at building wealth, going past that 15%, and the last step being, saving more money and giving us an even bigger opportunity to give. Now, I wouldn't recommend waiting till step 7 to give. I'm a big believer in giving monetarily as well as of your time should be maybe your first step, but step 7 being you have more opportunity monetarily if we've done all these other steps to give to your church or local charities, whatever you support. So I hope these 7 steps help. Again, we're always available as a resource. Go to our website. Dave Ramsey's website is a great one as well. So we hope to have future topics. Please call or email me with those, as well as always feel free to call or email us with questions on any of our topics over the years. Thank you, and have a great Masters Week coming up.
Always great advice from Jeff Fehrman. Go see him for more information. Time now for our question of the week, which we call, what does it mean to you? And it comes from the recent headlines out of Steubenville, Ohio, where 2 young men were put on trial for rape. And some of the key evidence in that trial came from their Facebook postings and their texts, social media playing a prominent role in a rape case. And so our question has to do with how careful we may be and how open, in fact, we may be with what we put online. So we ask you, how much are you willing to share online? And when you answer that question, follow it up with this. Do you think too much information is shared? I know that a lot of people think that the internet is a place to bare their soul and to connect with others, and indeed in many instances it is, but is there a line, and do you think it's crossed? Let us know. It's easy to share your thoughts with us. You can do it via the social networks, facebook.com/The Means Report, and our Twitter address is twitter.com/The Means Report. Of course, you can always email us your ideas for future broadcasts by letting Marlena Wilson know your thoughts at mwilson@wjbf.com. And you can track me down at bmeans@wjbf.com. Just try to put the Means Report in the subject line, and we'll make sure that we respond and try to get your idea on the air. Speaking of on the air, if you didn't catch us Sundays at noon, you can catch us on the internet, wjbf.com. The keyword there is Means Report, and Marlena does a wonderful job of putting our previous episodes there for you. So we hope to hear from you as the days and weeks go on so that you can continue to shape our broadcasts in 2013 and beyond. I hope that you do have a good week ahead. I appreciate you sharing the word about the Means Report, and tell people, I know you're still at church when it starts, just record it and watch it at your convenience. For Levi, Marlena, and the entire Means Report family, take care.